promoting thrift as a viable alternative lifestyle. And if you're a picker like me, you know exactly what that means. So, paid 50 cents for this. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay where I buy things from garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, estate auctions. Take those items and I sell them on eBay for a profit. In today's video, I'm going to go over the weekend sales, letting you know where I sourced the item from, what I paid for the item, and what the item sold for. So let's jump in and take a look. Today is Tuesday, October 25th, and we have two orders going out today. First order we have going out, I actually allotted two of these Blue Heritage Wedgwood Tungsten made in England. Buyer came in and bought 3 sets of these. Originally bought the entire set for $25. I did pay up for it. These 6 bowls, which are just dessert bowls, sold for $26.58, and the buyer is paying $10.71 in shipping. So next item going out, another thrift store item. Picked this up at my local thrift store. I picked up this, and I also picked up the video unit, and I sold those separately. This I'm into for $2. That video unit I was only into for $3. If I can remember, I'll show a link to the video right up here. That sold for some crazy money and was a big bolo to look out for. This sold for $20.43, and the buyer is paying $5.90 in shipping. Today is Wednesday, October 26th, and we have 2 orders going out today. First order we have going out is an item I picked up at my local thrift store. It's this complete tightwad gazette promoting thrift as a viable alternative lifestyle. And if you're a picker like me, you know exactly what that means. So, paid 50 cents for this. This sold for $12.95, and the buyer is paying $5.50 in shipping. Today is Thursday, October 27th, and we have 3 orders going out today. First order we have going out happens to be a pair of these Levi's. They are 512 3430s. Picked these up at my local thrift store. Originally thought I was paying $1 for jeans, but then I realized they're only charging me, in most cases, 75 cents, unless they put a specific tag, and sometimes I pay up to $2, $3 for jeans. So into these for 75 cents. These sold for $22.58, and the buyer is paying $8.30 in shipping. This next item going out happens to be 4 Hot Wheel tracks. There's the orange and the blue. Picked this up at my local thrift store. They had a box of Hot Wheel stuff, tracks, things like that. This part of the crisscross crash set. So rather than putting all that together, I just sold off the pieces. Listed these probably earlier this week. Paid $2 for the entire box. Just these 4 tracks sold for $17.36, and the buyer is paying $6.20 in shipping. These are so light, even with this box, they'll still go out at a first-class rate. Today is Friday, October 28th, and we have 1 order going out today. The order we have going out is actually one of these vintage Nico Christmas coffee teacups. I allotted 4 of them together, as you can see up in the picture. I'm just holding one of them and show you the bottom of it. Picked up all these cups, enough to make 4 or 3 lots. I'm into it for $8 for all 12 cups. These sold for $20.84, and the buyer is paying $10.61 in shipping. Today is Monday, Halloween, and we have 11 orders going out today. First item we have going out is this power supply. It is for an HP OfficeJet printer. Bought a printer at the thrift store. Printer wouldn't work, but power supply was good. I parted it apart. Already sold the paper tray. listed this. This sold for $5.91 and the buyer is paying $6.10 in shipping. Next item going out, another bread and butter item. Happens to be these 3-pack Pioneer, some kind of filter. Bought these at my thrift store. I paid $1 each for these, so cost of goods is $3. This sold for $12.71 and the buyer is paying $6.60 in shipping. Next item going out happens to be this Neutrogena skin cleaning oil-free makeup blemish treatment. Not sure what that is. Cost of goods into this is 75 cents. This sold for $6.76 and it is going free shipping. Okay, so I lost the video footage for the last of the sales, so I'll go ahead and go over them and show you up on the screen here. So buyer came in and bought 8 of these Deconal liquid fungicide. Picked these up on RA. I'm only into them for $1.50 each. Buyer paid $156.08 and they are going free shipping. But I went and looked at the shipping options. I was actually able to get this into a medium flat rate priority box, and that only cost me $14 for shipping. This next item is a pretty big bolo item. Picked these up at my local thrift store. They actually had $30 on the box, but it was half price that day. So I'm only into these for $15. It's these Ariat Men's Heritage Western toe boots. They were brand new in the box. Buyer paid $144.46 and they paid $10.09 in shipping. This next item going out is a thrift store item. Paid $1 for this. It's this complete Bible complimentary 8-volume set study box. General reader. Box was a little beat up, so I did list it down just a little bit from other ones. This sold for $20.36 and the buyer is paying $6.84 in shipping. Seems we have a lot of thrift store items going out. This one here is a bottle of Epsom It Nerve Pain Relief. Super concentrated. Epsom Salt Lotion. Paid $1 at my local thrift store. I have sold one of these before. Paid $1 for it. This sold for $23.76 and the buyer is paying $6.10 in shipping. This next item I got at the thrift store as well. I paid $3 for it. It's this Are You Being Served? The Complete Collection. It is a 14-disc set. BBC videos. This sold for $18.66 and the buyer is paying $4.16 in shipping, and this will definitely go out medium mail. This next item that went out happened to be another thrift store item. It used to be right up here, but since I lost the video footage, you didn't see me pull it down. It's this Ravensburg Neuschwanstein Winter Castle 1500 piece. It was brand new sealed. Paid $4 at my local thrift store. Have sat on this item for a while, probably a little well over a year. This sold for $35.70 and the buyer is paying $11.59 in shipping. We got just 2 items left. Picked up these pair of Levi's at my local thrift store. Minted these for $2. They're a pair of vintage 3430 Levi's Button Fly Original 501 straight leg. These sold for $28.01 and the buyer did pay $10.61 in shipping. Now this last item going out, if you remember on my last What Sold video, I actually had 2 of these heaters go out. Buyer came in and bought 2 of the red ones. Didn't have quantity 2 of the red ones. So I reached out to the buyer, I explained that, and I sent them 1 red and 1 white and gave them a small discount. What I forgot to do was I forgot to remove 1 of these out of my inventory. So this buyer came in and bought 3 of them. I only had 2 to ship. So what I ended up doing was I reached out to the buyer. By the time I had to ship this, the buyer hadn't reached back to me, so I decided to go ahead and ship it. I'm into each of these for $3. Buyer paid $37.35, and they did pay $9.16 in shipping. But what I ended up doing was I refunded the buyer back the cost of the item, which was actually $12.45, but I went and actually rounded it up, and I just refunded them back $13. Buyer since reached out to me, and they were happy with that. So those are the items we have going out this week to go ahead and close out the weekend sales. Had some pretty good sales this week. Obviously, Q4 is picking up. I hope Q4 is doing the same for you, and you're seeing an increase in sales. Hope you found some benefit out of this video. So while you're out there sourcing for items, you can see some of the items that are currently selling on eBay and what they're selling for. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Really helps the channel. Also, too, if you're not currently subscribed, consider subscribing down below and hitting the bell notification, and you'll be notified the next time I do a video. Until next time, keep picking. Today is Friday. Office Jet printer, 4,500, 6,000, so on.